was like, I literally like none. I'm waiting on Ash to join. Hopefully happen to the still kind of dark. Hi August. I'm sure the dry light is pretty dark. Okay, Ash, I'm gonna see Ash the white pink on. Make sure I'm in a row and then see if I can add you. Here. Like, okay, I might disconnect real quick. I'm gonna send the invite link to you, Ash. Here we're back. I believe I am back. I want the gray to be almost silver. Okay. Happy Thursday, Daniel. Hello.
Ow. Alright. I just gotta take the paper because I don't know what to do.
You really do everything.
Alright, hi.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. I was wondering why it's laggy.
Yeah, I was trying to close out my notifications, and it freaking kicked me out of the live.
Oh, I have constant notifications.
Yeah, me too.
I got added to a group chat that they don't sleep. They're up 24/7.
Huh?
I dropped my phone.
Wow.
No.
Huh.
Kind of make it slightly lighter. I don't want to use all my white paint.
I got an extra big tube of white paint.
I need more. This is just paint I got from my grandma. Like
I
a
got
year
one for
ago.
Christmas.
I need to go raid her house again. I'm sure she'll have more. This is too dark. I can always go over it, but I think I'm gonna start with it.
Alright. My grandma just random things.
Yeah, mine too. She has a whole room dedicated to just stuff.
Oh?
Yeah.
Is chat disabled?
I think it might. Is there any way to undisable it? Here, let me check.
No. It doesn't even tell me when it's disabled.
It doesn't?
Oh wait, it's not disabled.
There you go. I
Hi.
think I was able to turn it back on. Oh, that's my sibling.
Oh, cool.
sound so weird.
Huh?
Oh,
What's happening?
my siblings in the same room as me, so
Oh, cool.
Hello.
Hola. It does
Okay,
not, it does not feel like 3 a.m. for me.
I'm trying to think of something to draw.
Derpy.
Is your camera turned off?
K-pop Demon Hunter.
Yeah, my camera is off.
Okay.
What are you painting?
Let me show you. Turn on the flash. It's a little, it's like a street sign, and it's gonna say Area 51, and then the background's gonna have like the white spots for stars, and then these little parts are rainbows, and then these are gonna be like galaxies.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a space thing. I saw something like it on Pinterest, and I wanted to paint it.
I have my wall.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Parents are cool enough to let me draw on my walls.
Lucky. My mom wants to get me like one of those chalk walls, but I hate chalk.
Who has chalk laying around?
I actually have a big bin outside. It is my sister's. Me and my sister are 10 years apart, and it's still just sitting out there.
My oldest sibling is 24.
Same. That's how old my sister is.
Dang. Oh wait. The paint also glows in the dark, like certain parts.
Wait, how old is my sister?
I don't know.
Wait,
I don't think you can see it from the live.
I cannot. Wait, is she?
Yeah.
I might be 26. I really should know this.
Hmm. Turn my camera back on. Why not? I got rid.
The whole crew isn't here tonight. I'm so sad.
So sad.
My channel's been kind of dry recently.
I forgot to post today.
Yeah, no, I kept waking up at like 4 p.m. so I wouldn't have I wasn't able to post like at my usual schedule time. And I think YouTube did not appreciate that.
I try to post at least once a day.
I try to post 4 times a day.
That's a little bit of high expectations.
Well, some people post like every other second. I feel like the post is too light then.
I just don't have half the motivation. It feels like there's no good trends going on.
Like, okay, I'm back.
Oh, like some.
Let me get more of the gray. Try to bring some of the gray back into it.
I drew the first thing that came to mind. A literal eye. I don't know why eyes are just the easiest thing to draw.
I suck at drawing eyes.
I draw them a little too much.
I'm just not good at drawing in general.
I picked it up as a hobby.
I'll be online and people ask me to draw something and I'm just like, I don't know who told you I can draw. Huh?
Like the pancakes you drew that one
Yes,
time?
cakes. They were rough.
Eh. They didn't look too bad. I don't know if this pen will still work. Oh, it does.
Do you remember me? Possibly?
This looks terrible. Okay.
noises are so satisfying.
Wait, you can hear the pen noises?
Yes.
I thought they were a little loud.
A little bit, but like, it kind of sounds nice.
I don't know, it's just a random pen I have that doesn't work half the time. I don't have any motivation to draw really anything. I don't have many things to draw, really.
I've been really into painting, not drawing, but like painting. Am I really into it? I mean, I painted one painting last night, and now I'm painting another.
I just have my wall.
Yeah.
That took forever. That took like 3 days.
Yeah, it looks like it would take a long time.
I'm very proud of it though.
Yeah, you should be. I think it looks really great.
I also do have markers. I don't know. I got markers like for Christmas.
Stop. What the hell? Dude, it's looking at crap on my phone.
Hi, Chalk. You
Oh, hi,
disappeared. Why is it not getting any darker?
I fell asleep. I mean, it's pretty late. So, I think
No, it's okay. If you want to go to bed, go to bed.
it's late.
Yeah.
Sleep.
I just have a terrible sleep schedule.
Same though. I usually fall asleep around 1 a.m.
Yeah. See, no, that's a good sleep schedule. I go to sleep at like literally last night. I went to bed at 7 a.m.
I got a cat.
Yeah,
Look at this guy.
so
So
silly.
goofy. So
I went to bed at 7 a.m. and woke up at 2 p.m.
ah, my phone is overheating. Holy.
Oh,
So I'm just gonna turn the camera off for a little while.
I kind of like those.
How's your painting?
I'm trying to make the pole look realistic by adding different shades. I think it's kind of working. I just know I'm gonna end up with a whole bunch of extra paint that I'm gonna do with, because when I mix, I
I
add too
hate
much.
mixing paint.
I know, so usually I'll make like an abstract piece after, but I don't want to waste any of my canvases because I don't have many.
It's very rare for me to get paint.
I love it. It's hard to control, but it's also kind of fun.
Chalk is saying that his legs hurt, or their legs hurt. Sorry, pronouns.
My legs hurt. Why do your legs hurt, my child?
Oh no, why?
Oh, you're probably tired.
My ribs hurt because I lay on my stomach and it hurts.
Oh, why do you lay on your stomach then?
It's the only way I can fall asleep.
That's so real. I usually sleep on my side.
I'm a girl. Wow, assuming genders. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I love how you said every pronoun but she.
I'm bad at pronouns. Okay.
No, I like unironically use they them literally for everyone. Like that's kind of just what slips out. Like even if I know that person goes by she, her, or he, him, they them will just occasionally slip out because it's kind of just a part of my normal vocabulary.
I have so many friends with so many different genders, and it's hard to keep up with them sometimes. I get confused.
I had the worst gender dysphoria today. Like the
Oh.
voices were screaming them at me. They were screaming. And suddenly all I wanted to do was cut off all my hair. And I asked all my friends about it, like all my IRL friends, and I showed them the haircut I wanted, and they all said, no, no
And
offense, no offense, but that haircut would be really ugly on you. And I said, oh, okay.
okay, Chalk, thanks for letting me know your pronouns. I will try my best to use them.
How did the paint get lighter? What the freak?
My paint's a different color. Like when it dries, it turns like darker for me.
No, but I'm saying I added darker paint into the paint that I'm using, and then when I applied it to my canvas, it was lighter than the color already on.
Oh, or like if you don't mix like enough paint and then you run out and you have to color match again. Sorry, Chalk. Okay, so she, her. Okay, got it.
Yeah. And then it's, and then people with neo pronouns.
I have a hard time using neopronouns.
Me too, because I don't know how to use them.
I don't know how to say them.
Me neither. Like, it kind of just sounds like a name. Like if someone has the pronoun stars, like, oh, it's stars or star. So pretty. I don't know. I wish I had used neo pronoun just so they could like teach me better. Yeah.
I have some friends who don't mind using neopronouns.
Same, but none that I'm like face to face with, so I don't use their pronouns a lot. Because like I don't get to talk to them much unless it's through text.
Chalk says that his heart just, or her, sorry, her heart just started beating rapidly and then stopped.
Don't die.
Um, I don't know what to say about that. I would say something medical, but I don't know.
Don't die, my child. That's all I have to say.
Oh, wait, never mind. It says it's just stopped beating rapidly. It didn't stop, okay. She's good.
Okay. I'm very glad you're okay.
English is difficult.
It is. It's the most difficult language to learn.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy that we kind of speak it fluently.
I know. I'm currently learning Japanese, and I'm at 512-day streak on Duolingo.
Not Arabic is. I don't learn languages. It's it's not my strong
According
point.
according to Google, English is the hardest language to learn, and it's because we use the same words so many times for different words, and like
Like
the
word
word
sound.
the word dough is spelled the same as rough, but they don't make the same sounds, you know?
Yeah. It's just kind of difficult.
We just like to make up a lot of rules, so it's really hard for foreigners to learn it sometimes.
Understandably.
Yeah.
I think if I'm correct, Spanish is an easy one to learn.
I think it's easy if you already speak English because there's so many similarities.
Hmm.
And like the English language liked to take like the roots of Spanish words and use them.
Oh, I wanted to learn Swedish with my friends because then we could talk without anybody knowing.
Oh, that's so smart. How'd that go?
Not very good. I quit in a matter of like 10 days.
Real.
I'm
I
good.
saved my 511-day streak.
Yeah, I don't think you can relate to that.
It's a default response at this point. Yeah.
Does anyone else just kind of talk and then they forget what they're saying, so they have to like make up the end of their sentence?
Me every day.
I know. I will start blabbering about something, and then I'll randomly forget what I was saying.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. But instead of making up the bid, I just kind of sit there and zone out until I remember what I was gonna say, and all my friends are just kind of used to it.
Oh, everyone around me is used to it.
Okay, I guess I finished the poll. I tried to use white as a highlight, and I think once I add the black outline, it'll be a lot easier to tell. Right now, it's looking kind of rough, but for now, I'm gonna. That is not the flash. For now, I'm gonna be done with it. Poll.
I
So much done. I got so much done.
I know you got the sketch done.
I know. I'm so happy. And I painted the whole canvas black. Don't forget that. That was very time consuming, I'm sure. I don't know what to do with all this paint I mixed.
Go inside. I opened the door and yelled into the crack. What?
Realness?
I
I don't know what to do with this paint. I don't want to waste
do that. I have social anxiety.
it. Oh, I guess I have to waste it. Oh, man.
Yeah, in my old school, literally over half the school hated me.
Oh, why?
Because I was a furry. I mean, I'm still am, but
Real.
I mean, if it wasn't obvious by the profile picture.
Bro.
I yelled it at an old man to translated it on Google. He didn't like me anymore after that. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Yeah, but literally, like half the school hated me, and I didn't even know.
Oh, wow. I'm going to use the leftover paint on this plate so I can try to practice the star stuffing for when I do it on the actual painting. That way, I'm not wasting the paint and I get practice.
Okay, I like acrylic paint, but I also hate it.
I mean, I get why some people be intimidated of it because, like, if you make a mistake, it feels like, oh, I've just ruined it. But what some people don't realize is once it dries, like, you just gotta step away, let your mistake dry, and then you can just go right back over with white paint. And it might take a few layers, but eventually it will be covered and nobody will be able to tell.
Chalk says because baka isn't a very nice word. Yep, that's
Yeah,
correct.
it isn't. It describes you, Chalk. And I say that with love.
Uh-huh.
I'm a very loving father.
I usually call you mother.
Yeah, I don't really care which one. I do like masculine terms.
I just say it because I refer to too many of my friends as father, and then it's just like, okay, I have too many fathers. Where's my mother's?
Let's see. So my gender is kind of all over the place. I'm gender fluid, but I like terms like handsome, husband, king, like stuff like that. Like, I like feeling manly. Like, I don't feel like I'm just a girl.
For real.
And being
Uh,
good.
hi.
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 I know it's a good muncher. Telling people I'm gender fluid is sometimes annoying because, like, I tell them I go by all pronouns, and they're like, "Oh, cool," and then they proceed to only call me she, her, which is like, I get that's one of my pronouns, but like, it feels like I told you something, and you're kind of talking to me as if I'm still just a girl, but I'm not just a girl.
For me, okay, so for me, if it's just someone I'm gonna be acquainted with, and I'm not gonna like see anywhere else in my life, I don't care if they use she. But if it's like a friend or like a friend or like close family member, I prefer he, they.
Yeah.
Oh right, someone complimented your cosplays.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin.
Hey,
The next cosplay I buy, I think I want to buy either Fizzarali or Blitzo.
oh, what about Charlie?
Huh?
What about Charlie from Husband Hotel?
Uh, I kind of, in the nicest way possible. One, I don't really like Charlie.
Oof,
And
why?
I don't know, she just kind of annoys me. And she's just not really a character I think I'm interested in really acting as. And two, I've tried her before, and I don't have the right makeup, and it ended up really bad. That like bad to where I couldn't post it bad. And three, I'm not super into Has Been Hotel anymore. Like really, the only thing I like about it is Husk and Angel.
I ship those two so much.
Yeah, I love them so much. And I really like Alistair as like a character himself. But I think the show just kind of got boring later on. Like the music is still really good. I
Okay, the
just feel
song.
yeah. I just
I
feel
will
like
follow
Helena
them.
Boss was more thought out and it's 100 times better.
It's okay. I don't know if I'm gonna continue watching those because like there's like new controversy like every single day, and it's kind of annoying to keep up with
In what?
controversy.
But like in which show?
No, at like Vizzy Pop herself.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like watching people explain controversies, but they're usually in the past.
Yeah. Where I stand on like listening to people controversial and watching people controversial, I say do it anyways, because about 50% of the planet is controversial and like you shouldn't have to force yourself to stop enjoying something you like because the creator's done something bad. Like the creator might have created the show, but they have like nothing to do with like the actual story itself. So it's like I want to enjoy this in peace.
It's
Like if everybody stopped listening to people controversial or stopped watching people controversial, about 50% of the people we listen to or watch, we wouldn't be able to listen to.
actually I don't think that's true for me. I stay away from those YouTubers. Also, you have someone who wants you to answer them.
Father, answer me, please. What'd you say? Father, hello. Thank
They haven't
you.
said any- they
I
haven't
just know
said anything.
for me, there's J.K. Rowling and all the. I hate J.K. Rowling, but I love Harry Potter. And then I really like Melanie Martinez, and there's a lot of allegations against her and stuff.
I mean, her music. It's. I don't like to be biased. So it's. I'm staying out of it. So I don't know both sides of the story.
I do know both sides, and like I get wanting to believe a possible victim, but imagine how hard it must be to have like almost half the internet call you a rapist, and imagine if you're not, like if she really isn't one.
I know it's just serious allegations that ruin people's lives.
Yeah, and I mean, I personally, for a while, I did kind of step back and I did feel bad listening to her. But then I was watching everybody's evidence and I saw that Timothy's dates didn't line up. And people are like, she wouldn't want to remember something so traumatic. Well, I mean, it's just the evidence is so shaky. I mean, she gave the wrong dates. She dressed up as Melanie for Halloween after said events. She's the one who brought the game to the sleepover. And Melanie was on like the receiving side of the game. I don't know. It's just
Hmm.
like it just doesn't seem like a very believable story based off of what Timothy said. And obviously, if like they do go to court and Melanie is found guilty, like I'll admit that I was wrong or whatever, and like I'll stop buying merch. Like I'm just gonna stop listening to her music because it makes me happy, and
It's
I'll stop supporting her.
okay, so we're always told to like believe the victim. And then it's like, oh, it's like I've seen videos like that, like, oh, you believe the victim until it's your favorite created.
Well, I believe in innocent until proven guilty.
I mean, it also depends. Well, no, it's we don't know her personally.
Yeah, but we don't know Timothy personal either.
Yeah, I stand. I'm leaning more towards Melanie being innocent,
Yeah.
but I still don't know enough to form a general opinion.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. He brought it up a while ago, and then she let it go. And then the second Melanie got popular again, she brought it back up.
I'm gonna go on pause. Okay, bye, Chalk.
Bye bye, Chalk.
Bye, Chalk.
Hi. Hi, Kazuya? I think that's how you say it. I remember you. I love you too, Chalk. Trust. Okay. I'm gonna let this dry. And I did not use all my paint. So let me, like, I'm just gonna pour the rest out. Just go on there.
Bye, person. It's Ash. Okay, bye.
Come out. Thank you.
Restate the question?
How do you guys, like, are you asking how do I do two people live? Because there's a setting when I'm going live that says go live together, and I turn that on, and then I have Ash's Discord, so I was able to send them the link through there, and they were able to join.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. Although I don't go live often.
Blend that in.
Okay, thank you. Alright.
Yeah, you're
do you do with that information as you will.
I only opened Grow Garden once today. That's so strong. Like that's so good for me. I'm fighting addictions over here.
I don't play Roblox or
Oh my god. How are you happy?
because I touch grass.
I do too. I'm outside. I go outside every day, but like Roblox is half of my happiness.
Roblox isn't usually. It's not really a priority to me.
It's fun when I'm playing. Like I'll play Roblox by myself, and it's still fun. But like I've made some of my best memories playing Roblox with like my friends. Like it's so fun.
I don't
I love
have that many friends to play Roblox with. I was just wondering because I wanted to get on live with my friend. All right,
Yeah,
happy to help.
of course. This looks pretty cool. I wonder if you're gonna be able to tell. There's like the texture on there now.
Oh yeah, you can tell like the gleam of the light.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. There's a chunk in it. That's okay.
How
These
annoying.
paintbrushes, these paintbrushes look expensive, but all the bristles keep coming off.
Oh, I have brushes that leave so bad, like a lot of bad streak marks.
Yeah. See, I'm kind of okay with street, like like I kind of like it because I feel like it makes it look painted, and like in a way, it's kind of like an art style itself, and I think it's kind of cool. Like
Eh,
having like paintbrush, I think the texture can be pretty cool.
I
And
don't like
then
the texture. I'm not. I'm a bit autistic, so I don't like textures that much.
no real, that's real. Now my cousin Kaylani, she made a painting and then she messed it up, and then she did this.
I mean, abstract art. Sell it.
Yeah.
Money.
I low-key thought it was so pretty before she added the green. It was like the painting had kind of like chunks, but they were like little ones, and it looked really cool, and it made like a cool type of. It was cool. It looked like almost like an ocean, but it was pink and purple.
I'm too poor to buy it.
Papa? Who said Papa? Oh, Kazia.
I can't say names. I'm bad at names.
Oh my gosh.
What
Oh
happened?
my gosh. Well, I tried to go clean out the paint thing, and the water went directly up. It's on my wall. It's in the next one. It's all up there. Down here. Oh my gosh.
How do your parents let you be this loud at night?
Because my mom sleeps with 3 fans turned on. Because otherwise she can't fall asleep. So yeah. Wait, I was gonna record myself, but I don't have any socks on or anything. I don't want you guys to see me.
Um, my camera just gets overheated really easily. It makes things difficult.
More. Okay.
Ugh. I lost my style list.
Okay. That is pretty much clean for the most part.
For the most part.
For the most part.
Uh, I, I have OCD. I'm always clean.
I believe I have a form of OCD, but I don't think it's like
Too bad.
no, I just think it's like a different like for me, like certain things have to be in certain orders. Like I like, and then if my room gets even slightly dirty, by slightly I mean like it's more if it's my space. Like if my shoes are out, say my shoes are out, and then my clothes from the previous day, my brain starts focusing on only that, and I get really frantic, and I start to get really stressed out until I clean it. And once I clean it, I'm okay.
Hmm.
And like if I set something for a certain time, I really want it to be that exact time, or I start to get stressed out. Like when I say I'm gonna live stream at this time, and then I can't, it starts to really freak me out.
Um, all my mental illness kind of don't mix well together. Like, I don't like I like to have my room like messy, organized, to where I know where everything is, but it looks messy.
You know, I get that.
Hi.
Okay, I don't know what to do about my cousin's painting because it's so thick that stuff is definitely not going to dry. It's going to take forever to dry.
Actually, dries pretty fast.
Yeah,
Hi, doodle pods.
she has globs of it.
Hmm.
Paintbrushes. They're all in this little cup. Okay.
Okay.
I have pencils over here for some reason.
You what?
What'd you say?
No, what did you say? I thought you said something.
I just have a bunch of pencils over here for some reason.
I got lots of pencils.
So I have a whole cup. I have like a whole jar of them.
Someone's calling you. It says mom. They just said mom.
Who is it?
I heard you.
I remember you. Hi.
Sorry
What
I
are you
joined late. What are you making?
working for? A painting. I will show you the progress. So far, I've only done like the background color, the initial sketch, and I painted the pole, but I'm still not really necessarily completely done with the pole. You'll see what I mean. It's a space type of alien thing. So this is like one of those signs you see on the street, like a yellow one, but it says Area 51 on it. It has an alien head instead. And then I'm gonna paint little stars, and this is gonna be like space. And then these sparkles are gonna be white, and there's little planets and moons. These parts are gonna be rainbows, and then these parts are gonna be like sparkly galaxy type stuff. Yeah,
Sounds cool.
I'm working on. Thank you.
It
And
has like a
then
cartoony style.
yeah, I just went on Pinterest and searched up hippie drawings, and then I got my inspiration.
I
Because
mean,
the first painting I did, I got the idea from she's a YouTuber. Her name is like her YouTube name is Trippy Draws, and she like
I love her.
I love her. I want to steal her wardrobe and I want to steal her art ability. So she made a little tutorial on how to do the alien and the UFO. So then I painted it.
Have you seen her like the one where she does like those spirals?
Yes,
Her style is amazing.
it is. I love it so much.
Does she have merch?
Yes, she
Ooh,
has. She has these like little inflatable couch beds that are really cool and has her art on them. She has clothes, and I think she has art supplies.
everything.
Huh?
She paints literally everything.
Yes, I'm so sad she had to move out of her one house. It makes me really sad because that house was so cool.
I would love to buy one of her houses.
Yes, man. Carter Kent's just so freaking lucky. I would pay so much money to have her come paint one of my walls.
Didn't she paint JoJo Siwa's?
Yes, she did.
Hmm. Oh yes, JoJo Siwa. Hmm.
Guilty pleasure of mine. I actually really like JoJo Siwa. Not necessarily her music. Her music's pretty mid. I just kind of like her as like a person. And hear me out. I know she can be really annoying sometimes, but that's also just kind of her stage persona. Like I saw her on The Big Brother, like it's a reality show, and she was actually like so much calmer and with herself, and it was really cool. And like she was talking to this old guy on there, and she was like explaining to him like the difference between drag queens and transgenders, and like what words are offensive, what words aren't. And it was a really sweet conversation. And she just seemed like such a chill person. And then she's like such an advocate for like gay rights. And I know nobody thinks she invented gay pop or whatever, but I think she can be pretty cool. Like she definitely has her downs, but I think she's pretty cool sometimes.
I'm iffy on her music.
I mean, her music can be rough. Karma was catchy. Like the lyrics were iffy, but it was catchy. Like it got stuck in all of our heads.
The dance was interesting.
The choreography wasn't bad. Like, I saw people who could make it look good. JoJo just always likes to have 150% energy.
I don't get how she does some of the moves.
Me neither. At this point, I think half the stuff she does is like to rage bait the people who don't like her.
Eh, I can hear my mom snoring.
I can hear my parents at home, and they can hear me. She has one really big box fan, and then two fans on each side of her bed. So
I'm kind of being like really quiet.
did you say that? Okay, I can tell if you're reading a comment if you were saying that. I don't think you've been super quiet.
Usually I'm way louder.
Real. Bro, I remember my first live stream. I was so scared.
I remember when you like started doing like these quote unquote consistent lives. It was the Miku wig.
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. That's when the live streams really started. No, back
That
then
was
I
like
had
11
like
months.
100 people in one live stream.
It was for I don't think it was like your most popular, but it was one of them.
I think my most popular has 20,000 views. Like my most popular live stream.
Mm.
And I'm also pretty positive chat's been disabled for a while now.
No, I don't think so. I just think no one's here.
Really?
Yeah.
I assumed it was disabled.
No. Yeah, because like you press like the little comment button. It says none hide all chat messages, which is disabled. And then it says live chat, all messages are visible, then top chat. Some messages, such as social, may not be visible.
See, I'm kind of sad. I don't know what happened. I missed like one live stream, and then my channel started to die. Like they're not syncing videos. They're not doing really well.
I subscribe on like my like 3 accounts I have.
Thank you. It's like I feel like I'm constantly getting new fans, but then the fans I already had aren't like staying on my channel very long. So like it feels like my subscriber count is growing, but I'm not really growing a fan base.
I've been here for like 11 months.
Thank you, gang. Yeah, there are a couple OGs like you and Jay. Y'all are like
Okay.
the OGs.
I don't know where Jay went.
They've been on the last couple live streams.
I haven't seen them in a long time.
Realness. Oh my god, no. It's stuck in my head now.
I remember when I first became a moderator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it was a really popular like live, and you were getting a lot of like creepy chats, and then I left for something, and I came back, and you were like, "Okay, Ash, we need you to help filter out these comments. You've been here for the last few lives."
I love 3 people moderator. So many people got so happy. So I just kind of kept giving out moderator.
It kind of makes it non-special though.
I know, that's why I tried to stop. Because there would be live streams where it's just moderator.
Yeah, it's mostly mods. I feel like mods should be given out to like the OGs, so that you can know who's the OGs.
Yeah, but then once I start doing my newer live streams, there's people who start watching those consistently, and they're really cool people. And it's like, I just want to give out moderator to everybody cool.
People pleaser.
Shush, I know. I've gotten better though. I used to be a really big people pleaser.
I just overanalyze things.
Yeah, I used to do that. Now I have more of a I don't really care if you like me or if you don't type of mindset. But sometimes if it's someone I think is really cool or really attractive, I just really want them to like me.
I don't change myself for people.
Me neither. But it's like there's some people who I'm like, okay, I can tell you're like one of those people. I don't want to be friends with someone like that. So then I just kind of like distance myself. But like if it's someone who I can tell would be fun to hang out with and isn't gonna judge me for weird things, then like I actually will try to get to know them.
I trust my intuition. I have a great intuition usually.
I just know for a while, like when I was in middle school, I wasn't like necessarily part of the popular girls, but I had became like kind of friends with all of them. And at first they were fine, but then they started bullying the quote unquote weirder kids who I was also friends with and better friends with. And I was like, oh, okay, don't really like this. And for a while I just tried to be friends with everyone, and then it got to a point where I was like, okay, y'all are kind of rude, and you're bullying these girls for like the same things I've had, but you don't care because I don't know. It's just I kind of started to realize like I don't need to be friends with people like this. Like,
I
it's middle
okay.
school. I don't really care what some popular girls at a middle school think about me.
So like back in, I've been bullied for like a long time. I was never okay. So I remember all the way back into kindergarten. Yes, a long time ago. I know, but back in kindergarten, I didn't care about friends. I was so carefree. Like, okay, I need to start getting some friends.
Yeah.
Then in second grade, I kind of talked to some people, but never really like made best friends.
And like it keeps getting younger and younger that our society expects you to start wearing makeup, expects you to start wearing certain type of clothes, and it's like eventually kids aren't going to be able to be kids at all.
Then third grade. Third grade's when my bullying started.
Yeah.
And then I had like two really good friends up until fifth grade, and I had a fallout with them. And then the rest of the time, I kind of just spent by myself, and now I'm homeschooled.
Oh, were you homeschooled because like not trying to pry, but like did you want to be, or like did something cause it?
Oh, the bullying.
Okay. I'm sorry, that really sucks.
Yeah, our school played so many favorites.
Mhm. My principal does that too.
Because like, oh, the way my school worked, if you weren't like representing the school in any way, if you weren't like cheerleader, gymnastics, band, or anything like that, you didn't matter.
But bro, that's so stupid because like the smart kids that give the schools like the quote unquote good reputations they have are the ones that are actually like forwarding the school.
I was really smart.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I was the smartest in the class.
See, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I've got like perfect scores on. I don't know if every state does this, but like in my
Posting?
where I used to live, they used to like do an end of the year test.
Yeah, we have end of year test.
Yeah, I aced all of it. I've aced all of them
Same.
since
I got the highest you could get on all of my main subjects. I was actually so freaking happy.
I got straight A's on my report card, even math.
Same. No, in middle school, I got the award for having all A's, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade.
So we were making like little time capsules. I was voted most likely to write a best-selling novel.
Oh.
And guess what I'm doing now?
Right.
I'm writing a book.
Play.
I'm not taking it too seriously because I'm very good at writing. I get a concept, I get some characters, I
Yeah.
write a rough draft, then I make a final draft where I add way more details and I'm done. The story is inspired by like a random little tiny story I wrote during class.
Oh, that's so real. I used to ask my teacher, like, I'm technically done with the story, but like, I said, can you grade it how it is? Like, I don't want to finish it because I want to keep writing it outside of class.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, and she actually said yes. I was very happy.
My my teachers, I think all my teachers like loved me, like not in a weird way,
Yeah.
but
I always hated it because back in elementary school, in my old days, I'm
story
old
time.
and wrinkly now, but back way in the beginning of Riley's little life, there in my 4th grade year, there was a teacher, Mr. Bass, and I was his absolute favorite student. Like he called me Rai Rai, like I was his absolute favorite student, and like he was such a sweet guy overall, but you could kind of like tell, like he was a hugger, right? So like he would hug me, and I was completely fine with it. Like I'm also a hugger, right? And people
Right.
loved to make it weird, and people started saying that he was a pedophile, this, that, and whatever. It makes me so
Dude,
upset because it's like these teachers are working hard to make us smart enough to succeed in life, and they're not getting paid well for it either. But yeah,
I don't know what it paid enough.
well, the actual reason behind it is because, like, back in the day, being a teacher was considered a woman's job, and the government back then believed women didn't deserve as much money as like men because they believed the men did the harder labor. So the job never got paid very much, and the government decided to never really change that moving on in the future because our government is still pretty sexist.
You think?
I think it's so stupid. Like, no offense to the sports fans, you're telling me these athletes are getting paid like $100,000 like a year for playing sports, and then teachers who are setting kids up for success don't even get paid like half of that? That just blows my mind.
I I want to become successful and then work at like a child daycare when I'm older.
Yes, I the main thing I want to be is an actress, but if I can't be an actress, I just know I want to do something with kids. Probably a teacher.
Mm, I'm there's so many jobs I want to do.
That's so real. I just know I've always loved working with kids. Like I've babysat a few times, and then at my church, I I'm a volunteer for Sunday school. I do it pretty much every other Sunday. And my favorite age group for like the little ones are the 2-year-olds. I absolutely love the 2-year-old. 2 and 3 are like my favorite age. And then for the slightly older kids, third and fourth grade's pretty nice, I'd say. Like if I had to be a teacher, I probably want to teach either kindergarten or third.
I want to tutor kids.
Yeah.
I want to set them up for success.
Exactly. I just want a president. One of our presidents, one of these days, has got to raise a teacher salary. Is it the president who does that? Who does decide salaries and whatnot?
I don't know.
I don't know. Government has never been my strong suit in school, like ever.
I wasn't. The school system failed me. I'm not
Yeah.
very educated.
Well, I didn't learn the 3 branches of the government until I was in like 8th grade. I cannot remember the names of them.
I learned when I was in 5th.
Exactly. But yeah.
What time
Actually,
is it over there?
it is 4. Wow, it is 4:20.
For you?
Yeah.
It's only 1:22 over here.
Actually.
Yeah. It's not
So
a.
when I first got on, it was like probably 2 for me. So what was that for you?
Let's see. It was around 11, I think.
Oh, so I was on time considering kind of what I told you.
Oh yeah.
But to me, I was pretty far behind because I told you like probably 12-ish, and then I got online at 2 in my hours. But I mean, I guess it worked out because it was still the correct time over where you're at.
Oh yeah. I prefer like doing lives during the day because I'm allowed to be more loud
Yeah,
and talk a little more freely.
I've never been a day live streamer because because I do a lot. Like I never really realized that. Like I always complain about having an uneventful life, and then I'm always doing something. And
If
2, I love to sleep in. And 3, the night is just kind of my time. I mean, I'm definitely more productive. I mean, I make art in the middle of the night. I cosplay later in the night. Like it's my hour. Like I'm not home alone, but it feels like I am, and it's just me. I feel like I can do anything I want. And I just
I
really
live
like
in a
it.
small
Good
place.
time.
I live in a small place, so I don't really have much to do, honestly.
My house is pretty small too, but I mean, I kind of like it. It's homey. But I mean, I'm probably just saying that because it's my home, so of course it's gonna be homey.
You gotta kiss the homies goodnight.
Huh?
Sorry.
What did you
Sorry.
say? I
I
heard you
said you
gotta
gotta
give me a
kiss.
kiss goodnight.
You gotta kiss the homies goodnight.
Oh, trust, obviously. Actually, my friend Ari, they don't kiss me goodnight. They backshot me goodnight. So,
Uh,
yeah. Every time they come over, I fear for my life. Just a little bit. Like, if I'm walking in front of them, I will put my hands over my butt because I'm scared. I don't trust walking in front of them.
uh,
But they're lovely. They my best friend.
what a great friend.
I know, they're just a D1 freak, but they my best friend. But it's okay, because I'm also a D1 freak. Gang.
I'm not. I'm not a
I,
very. I'm not a very clingy person.
huh?
I'm not a very clingy person.
I wouldn't say, okay, here's the thing. When I'm dating someone, I can be clingy sometimes, but it's like I am someone who prefers like I really enjoy my own company. Like I love being home alone and like I really enjoy having time to myself. So it's like if my partner doesn't necessarily want to talk to me right now, I'm perfectly fine with that cuz 50-50 the chances are I didn't really didn't really feel like talking to you either. Like I love you and all, but I love I love being alone. But I also am a hopeless romantic. And when I am with someone, I'm also fine texting them 24/7. But I'm also an overthinker. So if they don't text me first, I get too scared to text them. And yeah, which makes me even more of a hopeless romantic. Like, I'm like 70% hopeless. And then there's the 30% romance.
I'm.
Yeah.
I don't want to get married, really.
See, I do. I think. I don't know. I like the idea of being engaged, but marriage just kind of sounds old. Like being engaged sounds kind of nice, like having the ring, saying my fiance. But then, oh, I'm married. That sounds kind of old. Like I don't mind saying like my husband wife. No, I'm tripping. I do want to be married. I would love to have 3 kids, and I'd love to have them all in my 20s. So I'm really hoping I'll be locked in by then.
I want to
Yeah,
adopt in my 20s.
I want to have first kid 21, next kid 24, next kid 27, and be done.
That's
Hmm.
the plan.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to reach my 30s and still be having babies. I don't. I want to be a relatively young mom, but not a teen mom.
Understandable.
Yeah. That way, I feel like I'll have more time with my kids
Hmm.
and
I
maybe relate to their age group a bit more.
gotta be young and hip.
Yeah, trust. Gotta stay fresh.
I I feel like I can only handle one kid.
I've always wanted 3, and I don't necessarily care whether it's 2 boys, 1 girl, or 2 girls, 1 boy. I just know I've always wanted 3. And to be honest, if I had to pick, I think I'd pick the 2 boys, 1 girl. And I really wouldn't care either way. Because I feel like a girl, it's like 2 girls and 1 boy. I feel kind of bad for the guy. And then 2 boys, it's like the boys are going to entertain each other enough. And like I feel like girls are more fine, kind of like hanging
Until they hit the
alone.
teenage.
Like I feel like girls are easier at entertaining themselves, and then I feel like guys want to be around friends more. So it's like I think it worked out nicely. Like I think if I had 2 boys, they distract each other enough to where I wouldn't have to be around them 24/7.
Oh.
And I don't know, like working at Sunday school, all the little boys there are so sweet, and the girls are too. Like the guys are so sweet. They're so cute. All they want to do is show me how fast they can go on their scooters, and I love it.
Uh, I I feel like I can take care of a girl better.
Fair enough. I know I just know as a girl, I have a lot of attitude, and when I'm on my periods, it's rough. And I do want a girl. I just don't know if I want 2 of them. Because imagine all 3 of us are Bluetoothed on our periods. That would not be a fun household.
Oof.
It'd be pretty bad. And
I
girls, I feel like guys, it takes them a bit longer to get into the oh I hate my parent phase. Whereas girls, I
it all
feel like
depends.
they butt heads a bit better. At least in my family.
Um, I don't know if I'm adopting. If I adopt, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, if I adopt, it doesn't matter if like if it's like a pattern in my family.
Yeah. See, if I end up with a guy, I do think I'd want them all to be like from me. But if I end up with like a girl or someone I can't produce with, then like obviously I have no problem adopting because like either way I'm having kids. Even if I end up alone, I either get a donor. Like I think if I end up alone, I'd rather get a donor because I do think like I want to be able to say I carried you for 9 months. You know, I just want to be able to pull that card out.
Wow. Just never let them not be adopted.
Fair enough, but it's like if I don't want to keep that for my kid, you know, and it's like I feel like it'd really be heartbreaking, like letting them meet their real parents. But at the same time, I don't want to take that away from my kid. Like if they want to meet the real parents, like I'd let them. It'd break my heart, but I'd let them.
It depends who they are.
Yeah, obviously.
I would probably tell them about their parents and then let them decide after that.
I'm so ready to be a mom. Not like right this minute, but you know, I'm excited. My sister just gave birth to my nephew. He's only 2 weeks old, and I absolutely love him. And he makes me want a baby.
I'm one of the youngest in my family.
Yeah, I'm the second oldest / technically the middle child,
I'm technically the middle child.
but I'm my mom's youngest because the other two are my dad and my not my stepmom anymore, but was my stepmom.
I got a total of 5 siblings. 2 of them are my half siblings, and the rest are full blood.
Well, I just realized I don't have any full siblings. My sister has a different dad, and then my other 2 siblings have a different mom. I'm kind of sad now. I don't have any full siblings.
All my siblings have the same father.
Nice.
But we have like 2 separate mothers.
Oh, bro.
Although I don't like her. I like my mom better.
Yeah. I feel like that's usually how it is. My stepmom was awful. She was the definition of a B word. I'm really glad my dad has nothing to do with her anymore.
All of my siblings prefer my mom.
Yeah. I love how this live stream kind of just became a phone call.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. Although I do believe I might go to bed, considering it is 4:32 over here, and I have a therapy appointment in the morning.
Yeah, my phone's about to die.
Mine is on 30. So bye-bye.
Mine's on 20. Bye-bye.
I had so much fun talking to you.
I had fun talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.